coming back for the Lakers. He's like returning to the Valley of the Sun, where he had the value, his biggest moment as a professional basketball player.
He's been doing well. Elbow, huh?
I think he is. I like that. I think he's actually become this fan favorite this year.
He has gotten a lot of Laker fans on his way. We get a lot of people complimenting him, and I apologize all the time because when the Lakers signed DeAndre Ayton in the offseason, I said I didn't like him because the last couple seasons of DeAndre Ayton is one good game. And you're like, damn, that's why he was the number one pick. And then 3 bad games.
Yeah.
Was it a situation where in Portland they were bad? Absolutely. But then you start talking to people in Portland and they kind of give you some things. You're like, oh, he's become that guy who 10 years into the league is happy with his money and he made his money and he doesn't really care about basketball. That was the word on him. And then you would get Laker fans like, but Beto, when you wear the purple and gold, everything changes. And not really for people because I'm a pro. I should be a pro no matter what. But Ayton has really done a good job this season of, and I say this all the time, mea culpa, I was wrong. But he has done a good job where he's consistent with them. He knows his role. He's not shooting a 3. He gets in the paint, keeps his butt there, right around that mid-circle, and he's knocking down those little easy floaters for him. He's doing well. Good job changing it around, especially on the defensive side. He's the detractor for him. I like this version of DeAndre Ayton, and they got him on the cheap, but it always goes back to show you that when somebody's paying you to go away, they're doing it for a reason. Portland bought him out for a reason. And they felt like he was a distraction to their younger guys, and he's one of the young guys, but he was an old guy.
Like 5 centers,
right? Yeah,
they drafted Donovan Clingan. They had Robert Williams III.
Well, they already have him, so what are they doing up there? But that's a Portland situation that is ugly, and that's a mess up there. There's so many different things going on. But Dayton has been doing well this season, and the nights where he doesn't have a good game by his standards, it's still a solid game for him. He hasn't disappeared in these kind of games, so I like what I've seen for DeAndre.
I think also when I watch him play, I think. I think Luka makes him really good.
That helps.
Like he's figured out this is my role, and if I just let this guy make me good, like Jackson Hayes, same thing. Like they know how to play with Luka, and I think that's really going to help them going the rest of this year in the future. But like Luka likes throwing the lobs to him. They kind of know how he likes to throw, his timing, everything. I think Ayton's been better defensively than people give him credit for.
Absolutely.
They've missed him the last couple of games.
The
that he's
metrics
been out.
are because. Here's why DeAndre Ayton's good for you. It means less Jackson Hayes. Like Jackson Hayes off the bench, 10, 12 minutes, perfect role.
Yeah.
Perfect role. A spell, come in there, catch a dunk, get in, get out, perfect. Jackson Hayes, more than 20 minutes? Oh, no, you don't need that. That's where Ayton's help for you. But the thing with Ayton is in a couple years, he's going to ask for a big contract because the way he's playing right now. Because right now he's on the Portland money. He's on the cheap with the Lakers right now. But he's going to be approaching 30, but like, hey, guys, what are we doing here? I'm playing really, really well.
Yeah, this is like a contract that you signed because he got paid in Portland. He had an offer sheet. This is like one of those fun. This is one of those fun NBA trivia things. Do you remember where he signed an offer sheet with? He was in Phoenix, and he was a restricted free agent, and he signed an offer sheet with a team I'll just give you a hint. It's in the Eastern Conference. And then the Sun said, wherever you sign an offer sheet, we're going to match. And they did. So they kept him, and then he ended up getting traded to Portland later. But which team did he sign with in the Eastern Conference? Which offer sheet? It's a fun NBA trivia.
He had an offer sheet from the Eastern.
Was it the Hawks?
Nope.
Pelicans?
Nope. Eastern Conference.
Oh, Eastern Conference.
They
Memphis.
Eastern Conference.
Damn, I always forget it.
They should be in the Eastern Conference.
Dallas.
Okay. Now you're trolling me.
Orlando.
Okay. No.
Utah.
Knicks.
No. I'll give you a hint. Last year they had a really good year, and this year they're not so good.
Pacers.
Very good. There it is.
Yeah, that's right.
Think how different NBA history would be. So if Ayton signs that offer sheet and Phoenix doesn't match, they have Ayton and they don't trade for Pascal Siakam.
Damn.
Wow.
Right?
They're not in the playoffs.
Right? Because they signed Ayton, they had all that money, and then they could trade for Siakam.
Hey, you know what?
I think they ended up throwing that money at Bruce Brown and taking him from the Nuggets on this weird deal. They kind of front-loaded the deal, or they kind of just gave him way too much because somebody had to take their money. And they signed Bruce Brown. They ended up trading him in the Siakam deal.
They have to spend money.
Yeah.
Is Indianapolis going to make any moves?
The Pacers?
Are they going to get rid of guys?
They might, because this is kind of a lost year for them.
It's a lost year because Halliburton's out. But
they're always playing really competitive basketball, but they just keep losing.
If you're
Halliburton's out the rest of the year.
Because the trade deadline is what, February 6th, I believe.
It's always the first week of February.
Yeah, something in February. But now you guys have signed to the offseason are eligible to be traded. So Indianapolis might be a team where some guys can get moved because there's a lot of money on those books.
Yeah, that's a team that you look at as like that could be active. Look, I think for the Lakers, it's pretty obvious. They need some more youth and athleticism on the perimeter. It would help if one of those guys is a shooter. They've done really well in a year where they've had a lot of guys out for injuries.
Yeah.
For a large stretch. The fact that they're 19-8 is still pretty good.
Yeah, and they've been beating up teams. They're now 12-3 against teams that are lower than 500.
It's starting to get hard though. Like the teams they're playing now, Phoenix, good team. We didn't think they were going to be good. They're actually
plays
good.
them well.
Another game against Phoenix and Dylan Brooks and LeBron. I'm excited about it tomorrow.
I love the petty. I love when people don't like each other and they play each other.
I think though of all the I would be curious about this with LeBron. There's been a lot of people who try to get under his skin. I don't think anyone's gotten under his skin like Dylan Brooks does.
Well, because Dylan Brooks goes in the locker room afterwards and says, I don't bow down to anybody. He keeps it going off the court. Phoenix, I like them. They're a gritty team.
They're just better than you thought.
Okay, the name that is out there a lot. And Wojcicki reported on it, saying that the Pelicans do not want to move him because they really like him. Herb Jones.
I don't think the Pelicans are thinking about trading Herb Jones or Trey.
Trey Murphy?
Yeah, Trey Murphy III. I don't think they're thinking about trading any of those guys because unless you blow them away with an offer.
Yeah.
Because they owe their first round pick to the Atlanta Hawks. And whatever they can do to not be the worst team in the league right now is important. I'm much more interested in what they do with Zion than I am in those two guys. Because look, if you offer them an incredible deal, 2 first-round picks, and a good young player, then you're talking.
Different story.
I don't
2
think
first-round picks the Lakers don't have.
No, and you wouldn't do that. Unless you're going to overpay for those two guys. I don't think you're going to get them right now. And there are teams that might overpay.
All right, Austin Reaves, right?
Yep.
He needs to do a sign and trade, right? In order for the Lakers to trade him, right? Because nobody's going to take Austin Reaves who can walk at the end of the season.
Okay, so if they want to trade Austin Reaves, it would have to be. You're not going to. I don't think they want to trade Austin Reaves.
No, but these are the hypotheticals. Okay. Believe me. Welcome to Lakers Talk with Beto Duran on 710 ESPN. Where, hey, we should trade for this guy or Austin Reaves because there's the faction of trade Reaves now while he's hot because he might not be that guy next year.
It.
Or you keep him and you give him a bunch of money because he's going to demand the most. He's in a perfect spot. His agent set him up in the right spot to get paid the most. But if he is the guy that you trade for another star, like it's hard for me to think that Milwaukee, for example, just the Milwaukee, that hey, we're gonna give Giannis and all of a sudden Reaves is gonna be able to walk with us.
Yeah,
like he's not your franchise guy, so Reaves isn't gonna be a guy who's gonna command that much money and then not get anything back for him.
I think he's a good number 2 guy alongside Luka because other guys that Luka have played well with in that role.
I'm not saying
Jalen Brunson and Kyrie.
I'm saying give Austin Reaves the money, but this is the faction of Lakers Laker fans that are out there like, hey, trade him.
I mean, I'm a little more
Peter Acevedo.
I'm a little more in the camp of like you should stay open to that possibility. I still think you should keep Austin because I think Luka plays well with another ball handling, creative playmaker. Jalen Brunson, Kyrie Irving, he plays well with them. I do worry about the defensive limitations of a backcourt that's built with Luka and Austin.
And that's gonna be a lot of money.
And it's always gonna be that. And also, it's a lot of money for those 2 guys. Those are your 2 stars, and I don't know if you have more to go get another one. But I think when you look at just how well they've played together, I think
how great they get along too.
How great they're like
that's real.
Yeah,
that's real,
and that matters. And I think with Luka and Austin, like that's something this team is 19-8 because they have this great spirit. They have a camaraderie in that locker room. This is a team that could have gone sideways. You have a lot of guys on 1-year deals that are up for extensions that they don't want to talk about extensions because they want to save their cap space. Like those teams can go sideways real fast. LeBron was out for the first month and a half of the season, and the fact that they are near the top of the Western Conference with as many injuries and as issues as they have, it's pretty impressive.
You know what day it is?
I do.
Are you getting to that mode of like I don't know quite what day it is?
Oh yeah, I never do because once the kids are home from school, I don't have to go to school in the morning.
Yeah.
So like my days are just based off of like whatever's on my calendar I have to do.
They're showing Phillip Rivers coming in for Monday Night Football.
Oh wow.